Grand evening, everyone. It is Sunday, May 10th, 2026. It is 1600 hours and 15 minutes Central Daylight Time here in the United States. And we have quite a few new developments recently. Lots of further and historic breaking news, and the attack on Iran seems very imminent now in the coming hours or the coming days. The order from the president may be given. We have several things to talk about here. Let's see, where do we even begin? So we'll start with this here. We have this Hanta virus recently. It's been all over the news. It is a potential new pandemic that is developing. It has potential to be the next global pandemic as it's spreading through other countries and several people so far. Hopefully not, though. It is not too likely, though it is still possible for the hantavirus to do that, on top of all of these other things going on all throughout the world. So, people in at least 3 US states are reportedly being monitored for possible hantavirus exposure. I forget the specific states. There's like a map of it, I think, out there that I saw recently. One of them, I think, was here in Texas. It's quite something, the hantavirus. It's a lot more lethal than CV19. Very well known virus from the last pandemic. Then also recently, Iran, they fired missiles at US military ships recently in the Strait of Hormuz. So just some days ago, Iran launched missiles at US military ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Then we have this here from Insider Paper. Right around that same time, the US said it struck Iran after the attack on the American warships. So that was really quite a start of the ceasefire being totally broken. And then we have this from Raw News Alerts and the UAE. So the UAE has finally launched attacks against Iran amid the rapidly escalating tensions across the Middle East. The UAE has been targeted many times by Iran in this war. It's about time the UAE does something. They've been hesitating and holding back in a big way. Now the UAE is getting more involved in the war. Then also from this here, from said by the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard anyway. They said war returns again and negotiations with the United States of America have ended. That was 3 days ago. further news. This is from Leading Report. Hantavirus exposure may have reached up to 12 countries. That's also from the WHO. So the hantavirus is in over about a dozen countries already in its first days. And then we have this here. So we have the alien disclosure, the full alien entity UFO UAP disclosure is happening now. Absolutely historic. Huge news that it actually happened, and it is being all put out there so far in an okay way. They've shown a lot of the footage that was captured. Footage is not exactly an accurate term. Videos that captured UFOs and UAPs. They've been doing that more and more. I think they've even been talking about the reptilians and I think that's one of the first races so far, the reptilians. And the UFO and UAP videos, they're out there. They're really out there now. Absolutely historic. It didn't cause panic buying really, and a huge problem so far. So that's a good thing, and hopefully it stays and becomes even more truthful as the days go on and more of it gets released, and it's not twisted in some way and there's not lies put out there. Hopefully it stays all truthful and the reality of all of that all comes out fully. So President Trump has been very angry recently. Even 3 days ago, he said, "If there's no ceasefire, you are not going to have to know. You're just going to have to look at one big glow coming out of Iran. They better sign their agreement fast." We'll get into further news with that soon, though that's President Trump very likely threatening to use a nuclear weapon on Iran. Then recently as well, we had some kind of potential cyber attack. It affected several services recently. It was all on a down detector. This here. All of these. A lot of them, for sure. So, massive, massive potential cyber attack that was. It was a huge outage. Huge outage with that. It wasn't reported on the mainstream or really anywhere that that person was one of the only people that showed that. And then we have this here from Remarks and Representative Tim Burchett. He said the first UFO files release is a drop in the bucket. and a holy crap moment is coming. That's what Tim Burchett said. That is for sure. Drop in the bucket so far. Then we have this insane statue of President Trump that was put up. A massive gold statue of President Trump, and then a bunch of religious leaders, you can't make that up, went to the statue and then they blessed it. Sick. This is insane here. Here it is.
I want to make sure everyone can hear. Okay, sir.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank you so much for being there today, and more importantly, for what you did. The statue is beautiful. You know, I saw it during the weekend. We had a big PGA tournament with a great champion, and all great champions, actually, but it was a great tournament, and I got to look at it very closely, and it's incredible. And I just want to thank you. I know it was done from love, and I want to thank Mark Burns, a pastor. He's a good pastor. He's a good man. I've known him a long time. He's been with me from the beginning, right from the beginning. Maybe about 2 days later, right? 2 days.
Right, Mr. President.
he was right at the beginning, and I appreciate it, Mark. You're great, and just really a good person. And I want to thank everybody there. I don't know, here there's a good crowd of people, but I want to thank you all, and I won't forget it. And we love you all, and the country's doing great. And Iran is not doing good because of us. They are not doing well at all. And good things are happening. And I just want to really give you my love. And I wish I could be there where we want to make sure everything's going perfect on the war front. So I think you can understand that. But we'll see you all around. I just want to, again, it's everybody is taking pictures of it. Everybody is, my people told me that it's unbelievable. All day long they're taking pictures. They stand up next to it and they have their picture taken. It really came out beautiful. I didn't know what to expect. I just want to thank you all, and we love you all, and God bless America.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. We love you. God bless you, Mr. President. I love you, sir. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So that was that one of the most insane things of of all time in modern history. President Trump's golden statue somewhere. And then we have this here. We talked about this not too long ago. Now Iran is saying that they plan to seize control of undersea internet cables in the Strait of Hormuz, which provides it's critical infrastructure for internet, especially in the Middle East and Asia and the world itself. It'll cause some issues if those are taken out or something by Iran, especially if they are taken out. That'll cause a massive problem for the internet. And then this here, also from Bricks News. This is what North Korea did. North Korea updated their constitution to automatically launch nuclear strikes if Kim Jong-un is assassinated. So much like the dead hand system in Russia, this was now done in North Korea. So if Kim Jong-un dies, if he's assassinated, nuclear weapons from there, all or most of them, will launch. So that's some crazy news there. That's historic as well. That's really him setting up. If they tried to take him out, he's going to be sure that nuclear weapons are launched. Then we have breaking news from maybe hours ago. Iran has refused all U.S. demands. They've said no to everything. The agreement was unacceptable. to Trump, to President Trump. And President Trump also said Iran will be laughing no longer. So, huge news today with all of that. That is exactly why in the coming hours or days, the likely bombing that President Trump said on their critical infrastructure, their water, their power grid could begin. Or he's going to launch a nuclear weapon at them, and that's going to be the glow that he was referring to. That's crazy news there. He's very angry. It's quite evident that after they said no to everything, he became very angry, and he's likely fully out of patience now. And he might not hesitate and be as restrained as he has been. So please like and comment on this video. Please subscribe to my channel. This is initially a live stream recording that is posted to the live section of my YouTube channel and right here on X. So absolutely historic developments. Things are really going to hit the fan more and absolutely intensify when it comes to the war. Please prepare physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I always recommend physical assets as well. Definitely diversifying into those. I will be back soon with further historic updates, and especially when these attacks begin more. The emergency action messages in recent hours have been very active. We even had an over-the-horizon radar that was blaring for about an hour very loud. So keep on preparing physically, mentally, and spiritually. Love, light, and blessings to you all.